so hard you won't see nothing. Ever, 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 ever.
Audio skulls all day.
The Mad Scientist Lab.
The 318th episode of the Mad Scientist Lab podcast with Jared, Lee, and RJ. And Jared, first and foremost, Happy New Year. We want to wish you all a Happy New Year here at the Mad Scientist Lab podcast.
What up, Blonda?
And Jared, speaking of the new year, before we go any further, the ball dropping is, the big extravaganza that's obviously celebrated once a year, which occurs in Times Square in New York City.
Yep.
Lots of people show up for this event. I mean, people probably come, maybe from all over the world. Maybe, I don't know.
Yes.
Possibly, yes.
100%.
And in this entire time that this tradition has been going on.
I'm really blue. Keep going, though.
I have kind of never thought to myself, man, I wonder what it takes to get a ticket to get into a place like that, or how that's kind of congregated.
I can tell you.
And before you answer,
you Googled it?
No, I did not. It never occurred to me what these people have to do when they have to use the restroom.
Well, that's part of getting in.
So I've learned in the last several days that the folks that attend this, depending on how close in the vicinity you are, a lot of folks actually wear diapers.
Yep.
And I don't know why that I wasn't taken aback by that, but I guess it makes sense. But I had never remotely thought of that. Like, oh man, what if these people got to use a bathroom? Like, I've never thought of that in any capacity.
Well, they have bathrooms out there, I believe. I've never done it. My mom and my aunt did it one year. They said they'll never do it again because it was cold as shit. The other thing is, it's first come, first serve. So if you leave your spot to go to the bathroom, somebody's gonna take that spot, and that's why they wear diapers.
I see. And it was just a thought in my head. You're watching the ball drop. Could you imagine ringing the new year in some shitty diapers, like in just some shitty pants?
Bro.
Like, it's just
it's not worth it.
It's not, and it's something that
it's too cold, and I'm not standing out there that long. You're literally out there all day.
Yeah, and then that thought came into my head where I was like, all right, so like what time? I'm assuming people come here at like noon, or they got to be out there all day to get in the spot. They got to stay warm.
Yeah, probably at least 8 hours. At least.
That's wild. So I took to the internet, old reliable.
Yeah, so you Googled it.
No, I didn't Google anything. I actually went straight for comments on this subject.
Oh, well.
And reason being is, one, because I thought they would be hilarious. And they were. And two, I actually learned a lot. People were like, yeah, man. They were like, just like, take a bunch of like X-Lax like the day before or like 2 days before so you can like shit your pants or something. Like, people were throwing out these like wild ideas of how to evacuate your bowels. That way you...
No, I think back in the day it was probably not as bad because there was way less people. Like, I'm thinking like the Dick Clark days.
Yes.
Like, there wasn't as many people as there is now. Like, there's a fuck ton of people now. Like 7 billion people in this country. No, in the world, I mean. And this country is 350 million people.
It's a lot of folks.
Yeah, like, Australia is like a quarter of the amount of people we have here. And they're about the same size.
It's kind of wild when you think about it.
Yeah. Geographically wise, they're the same. Happy New Year, everybody. Limited out on walleyes today. What? I don't know what that means.
I'm not too sure.
I don't know either.
Yeah, it was just kind of wild ringing in the new year. Somebody that thought of that. I mean, I'm sure it is a spectacle. I'm sure it's a massively fun thing to be a part of.
I don't think so.
He
sent a picture to you.
Oh, he sent a picture to me.
Yeah.
Let's take a look.
Yeah, I don't think it's fun.
Oh, the fish. He's got a bunch of fish here.
Yeah, I guess those were the walleyes. Okay.
Okay. They do look like they're looking at me into my soul. I'm going to put my phone down now. All right. So anyway, before I become possessed by a fish I wish. No, I think it would be fun. I think, but I only think
I
it
don't
would
think
be,
it'll be fun at all.
I think it would be fun if you could somehow manage to not be there all day. Like if you could go at like 8 o'clock and chill for a couple hours, and
You
then
got to be on like CNN or some shit or one of those television shows,
and
if they'll just security will walk you in.
so hey, that might not be a disguise yourself as a cameraman with fake credentials. I mean, that's
sure.
you're doing a little much
Yeah,
to
that's-
attend the New Year's.
Yeah, it's not even. I didn't even do anything. I was asleep.
Just throwing that you were asleep.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
Well, I'm typically up around midnight throughout the week anyway, so
am I, but I fell asleep and I don't care.
it's okay. It's the ball dropping. I didn't have the little hat on with the little. Woo,
I think
you know,
we put too much emphasis on the year. It's not even the real year change, but I'm not going to get into that.
scientifically.
We put too much emphasis on I'm going to do this in the new year. No, I'm about to do it now. Don't be a bitch. Do it now.
Yeah, no, and I'm not even so much talking about resolutions.
I'm not talking about resolutions. I'm just talking about just in general.
Oh,
People, if you want to get something, if you want to do something, you just do it. There's no certain time of the year I feel better about life now. The way you were on the 31st is probably going to be the way you are on the 1st.
an angry, sad, lonely fuck.
I mean, I wasn't.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Is that what you were directing that toward me?
I'm not directing. I don't think you're a sad, angry, lonely fuck.
No, I'm not.
Should make that sound bad.
I'm a very driven person these days. Like, one track mind.
Well, I did watch the ball drop with my mom, and then my neighbor, shout out to her. She has this tradition to where
It's a Southern thing.
where a man's got to be the first person to walk through the door on New Year's Day. So I was kind enough, and she allows me to do this.
You do that every year.
Yeah, so I was able to do it again this year. I did have to wait until 2 a.m. till they came home from partying.
Sounds about right.
That's okay. I was
supposed to be where they. Oh, did they go there? I don't know.
Yes, I believe they did. They did go to your local venue.
Yeah.
And so I went ahead and did that. Happy New Year, celebrated. Got some non-alcoholic beer I got in the fridge. I actually forgot now that I actually just said that out loud. But other than that, my New Year was pretty chill. Got to finally sit back and watch the finale of Stranger Things. Watch that all wrap up. The 9-year, saga.
Yeah, I ended up watching it twice because I fell asleep toward the end. It was late when I did it, and the first time, and I was drinking, so I was like, and fucking fell asleep. Then I watched it again. And I was like, maybe I didn't watch the whole thing. And I was like, there's parts I haven't even seen.
Yeah, what was I doing?
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a pretty awesome finale.
I don't know. Sometimes, Londa, the weight loss people last around till February. Usually in the jiu-jitsu gym, the gym at the beginning of the year will be fucking packed. And then slowly but surely, it starts to trickle off.
Yeah, you would think at some point in time people would start to recognize a pattern in this.
No, I recognize the pattern. But that's why
Because I'm the pattern
now
recognizing.
I am going to be going to the gym in my complex. It's like just getting past walking in the cold is the part that's the hardest. Not the workout ain't the hard part. It's walking in the cold.
Walking in cold sucks, dude.
Yeah.
I was doing it at work this past week when it's like that dry cold too. It's just so bitter. Oh.
Yeah,
I
winter
hate
is
it.
super dry.
I can't stand it. Please stop. I'm just telling myself we've got 60 more days of this.
Well, if you count down like that, it's gonna be fucking forever.
I'd rather say 60 days than 2 months because 2 months sounds longer to me. Or should we say 8 weeks?
8 weeks, I can probably deal with it.
Okay, yeah, that sounds a little better.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. We've only got 8 weeks of this shit. Hopefully, Mr. Groundhog, we're looking for you at some point in time.
Well, first of all, that's one of those other fucking traditions that it's stupid.
What the groundhog said?
Yes.
Well, I didn't make it up.
I didn't say you. I didn't say you made it up, but you perpetuating it.
Well, I am perpetuating because it's a thing. I am
It's
perpetuating.
not really
it
a thing. There's no science behind it.
I'm not saying that there is. I'm not even elaborating any further on Groundhog Day.
Why?
Because it's just a thing, and it's a movie with Bill Murray.
Okay, see,
that's what it is. So.
I know, but that's not where it came from.
I know that's not where it came from, but I'm just saying, when I think of Groundhog Day, I think of either the groundhog or Bill Murray. And that's it.
Well, there's the actual day and the fucking guy with the, what is it, Pennsylvania they do that shit?
Yeah, the guy with the big-ass hat and shit.
Fucking weirdos.
Can you look that up? the groundhog, like the name of it? I think he has like a particular name for some reason.
Grandmaster or some shit.
It's not Grandmaster.
Grand Wizard, maybe?
No, it's not that either. So, speaking of wizards, we're going to talk about sorcerers, and we're going to talk about
That's a nice segue.
Yeah, we're going to talk about Stranger Things here, and we're going to talk about the finale.
From Grand Wizard to Wizards.
Yeah, Will the Sorcerer. So, if I had to rate it out of 10, I'd give it a 9, in my honest opinion. I really enjoyed it.
That's not the IGN one, is it?
No, it's not. I would literally, that's what I thought when it was over. Because I know we're supposed to do like this whole like beaker thing. Put it this way, I'd give it like 5 beakers, if that makes any sense, or 4.5 beakers. But I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a good way to wrap everything up. There is one lingering question that I still have, but everybody says that is somewhat answered in this Broadway play that I've never seen and didn't know existed until recently. And I thought the action was cool. I know some people were saying, from what I see on the internet, that they thought the fight with Vecna was too short. I thought the whole just kind of sequence was pretty fucking badass in general. So
after watching it the second time, and kind of also, I guess it's the main Punsikuni. I don't know, whatever, bro. This is stupid.
Oh, he's got a weird ass name. Okay,
yeah,
I knew it. It's the only
know.
reason I wanted you to look it up.
Yeah, I didn't.
Because I knew he had to have a name. We can't just call him the guy in the hat.
Well, I knew I didn't want to look it up because of that reason, but whatever.
Okay, so
keep going.
No, but I thought the overall final sequence, 11 like flying at the mind flyer, was that not fucking badass?
Wait, Londa, have you seen it?
Oh yeah.
You said a 9, like question mark. I don't know. I've heard a lot of people say they played it too safe. And I think before I kind of started like thinking over, oh yeah, he said okay. Oh, you have seen it. All right. Before I had a chance to kind of let it absorb and let everything come together, and kind of get some like a couple like new rock stars breakdown, whatever, just to see like where everything was at. And then I watched it. When I watched it again, I was like, okay. I'd say it's about a 9, because it left things up to the but the viewer's interpretation, which, like any good piece of literature or art, I think that's a good thing for the author to let the consumer of whatever the thing is,
theater of the mind,
make their own calculations from whatever.
No, I thought the final fight was badass. I'm glad they played it safe in terms of, because I was telling my sister after it was over, and this was kind of true when before Joyce Byers, chops his head off with an axe, which was super badass. But earlier in the episode,
careful with the details because not everybody has seen it.
Oh man, it's the finale. I'd hope everybody's seen it by now.
Yeah. You know how people.
I know it's just going to be hard to talk about it without. I'll try to avoid
just
details.
Don't give
as
details.
possible.
Yeah.
But there is a scene earlier in the episode where Hopper's basically telling Eleven she's gone through too much pain, and you kind of get some flashbacks during the fight sequence, and I felt at that point in time I was happy that really no major characters. What is they call it, plot armor? I think that's what they call it.
Yeah.
They had heavy plot armor, put it that way. So I was actually happy they played it safe, because if I think killing off major characters is something people are expecting now, and if they don't get that, they're gonna say it's terrible, and I think that's wrong.
Yeah, I kind of think the same thing. Like Londa said, like he's glad they didn't give the Game of Thrones ending, which I've never seen Game of Thrones. I've seen a few episodes, but I've never seen the whole thing all the way through. So I don't know how bad the ending is. I've just heard that it's bad. I don't think this is a bad way to sum up Stranger Things. Being a fan since the literal beginning of it, like some people were like came in on season 2. I was in fucking from season 1.
Yeah, we've been watching it since the beginning.
Yeah, and like I just think it was a good way to sum it up, and you could see how it evolved from season 1 on to what it became, which I think is a good thing also, because there was no fixed thing like say Lord of the Rings, where you pretty much have to stick to the source material. Like there was no source material for. Well, I mean there is, but it's like D&D, and that's the other thing about the ending. People were, I think, a little too critical. It's like, how come where were the Demogorgons and this, that, and the other thing? Well, the show was basically based off of RPG games.
Yeah,
and those, like, you can even see when you think of it from that point of view, especially when they're in the abyss. You could see, like, okay, you have the sorcerer, you got the mage, which is 11, and then whatever the other guys were, knights and whatever the fuck everybody else is.
Yeah.
And then they rolled a certain die to get whatever the power is, or to combine all their powers to defeat this thing. Now, the thing with the Demogorgon, what I don't think people, or Demogorgons and Demi-Bats, people don't realize is the Mind Flare was not a physical thing. It only became physical because of Henry's flesh and the Demogorgon's flesh. That's why it became what it was.
Yeah, it was super badass. I was like, oh, shit.
Now, I think personally the Mind Flare as like this floating being is much more scarier. I just don't know how they would have been able to interpret that to beat that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it is. Well, from the original seasons, the first couple seasons, when you do see it flashing in the sky, you know, the outline of the clouds around it.
Oh, yeah. Londa's got a good point. He's like, you fucked it with the wrong family, and then flashback to like all the people who Vecna affected throughout the show. It's like that was a powerful scene too.
Yeah, no, it was very well done.
Yeah.
I thought it was awesome.
Another strong scene. I cried during the scene, which is fucking crazy. What was the fuck? I can't remember what it was now. It was kind of like when they were summing up the thing. Oh, it was when they were in the basement playing, like summing up
the story. Yeah,
yeah, and like I actually shed a couple tears off of that one.
No, well, I liked it because it. I know I was like super critical of the writing last week with the you know, that whole scene and everything, but
yeah, and I've had time to think on that, and if we want to get back into that, we can.
And that's fine. And I'll even say that this episode in particular rectified it for me a little bit.
That's what I'm saying. You didn't even allow the shit to finish before you
No.
jump to a conclusion. And you weren't the only one. I saw people on my feed. I was like, of course you would say something like that.
Well, I'm not angry enough to post about it online or cancel my Netflix subscription or stop watching the show.
There were people like that.
See, I'm not that upset about it. I just thought it, like, when I initially saw it, I was just like, well, they are going this way, and I just thought it was odd. That's all.
Now, I will, after thinking on it, two things with that part. People don't realize it's not about him saying that he was gay. It was about him not having something that Vecna could use against him when shit went down. Because it even said it at the end, he was like, I'm not afraid anymore.
Yeah. Because
that's the whole thing that he feeds off of is fear. So like that was the main thing that I wish people had kind of like, now on the other end of that, I do agree that there were some people he wasn't that close to in that room. It didn't necessarily have to be everybody from the show in there. But I think if they had put it just to the guys that play the games with him, then maybe I think it would have been better. Like, and his mom too, obviously, and brother.
So again, I think I don't want to say it rectified it because it makes me sound like I completely hated that episode, and I did. And I was just more so like, whatever.
Oh, you were really fucking adamant about it, though.
I was because I just didn't. I understand the fear concept. Like the writing, I get, and I think when I use the term poor writing, it's more so. It's like, all right, if that's what Will's fear is, what about the other people that Vecna has captured and stuff? Like, what are their fears? Like, what were their fears?
Well,
I just feel like it could have been elaborated.
True,
maybe a little
but
better.
they did kind of touch on it. Like Dustin's was not wanting to lose another friend.
Okay, that's fair.
Nancy and I can't remember the brother's name.
Jonathan.
Jonathan is his name?
I think his name is. I'm pretty sure his name is Jonathan Byers.
Okay. Nancy and Jonathan, whatever.
Oh God,
theirs was them two trying to figure out whether they're gonna be together. Like they didn't really want to be together, but they didn't want to say anything to each other because of fear of what the other person would feel, how they would feel, or what they would think. I think they pretty much summed up a lot of that stuff. But you also had this is the other thing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
This is the other thing. I saw a lot of like people not really paying attention to the other seasons and clues from the other season. Like what we say, like when I was talking about context clues, you got to pay attention. And I kind of want to go back and watch it with captions on because I keep hearing people say put captions on because you'll see more stuff. But I didn't feel the need to do that.
I mean, I actually told my sister I'm thinking about rewatching it. I actually just I'm not all the way through it yet, but I am currently watching Fallout.
I finished all 3 episodes.
I just started the 3rd episode.
The third one is good. I like the third one.
And briefly, we'll talk about that later. But no, with the final episode of Stranger Things, I guess when Will and Mike were on the tower and he was like, "Hey man, I'm sorry I wasn't there for you," and this and that. That was all. That was fine. That was all we needed of that. And they continued the story. It flowed. But they didn't overemphasize.
You wouldn't have gotten that scene without the other scene.
I understand that. I just thought the other scene was just overbearing. That's all.
I again, like I said, I kind of agree with you, but then at the same time, I don't. I don't think it should have been that many people in the room, especially people he didn't know. But I think the scene was kind of necessary for him to get that full. I am Will the fucking sorcerer.
Yeah, Will the Wise.
Yeah.
And so in the basement scene where, Mike's going up the stairs and all the younger kids come down and now it's their turn to play, that's, good full circle, writing and stuff like that. And I will be in the sorry, didn't mean to make you go deaf or any of you out there. I'm going to be in the belief where I say I believe. I still believe 11 is alive. I really do.
I do too. I don't know. Some people were saying they prefer that she died. I guess I'm more of an optimist. Yeah, I think she did, but a lot of people, I think it was New Rockstar. They were saying that they don't think Kylie would have been alive long enough to do all that. But if they had a secret plan somehow, and we don't see, that's the other thing. What was it? The guy, whatever the guy's from New Rockstar's name. He was saying they wouldn't have had time to plan that. When would they have had time to plan that? We don't know because they could have been talking to each other in their minds.
Yeah, and
we don't see everything that's going on because we probably at some other place seeing something else go on, and they could have been like, "Yo, we're gonna do this, blah blah blah," because we both got to go. When she first said it, they could have been talking about that shit. You know what I'm saying?
So another clue that, because you say look for context clues, is another clue that I kind of deciphered right away.
Ooh, good point, Londa. He said he also read that letting 11 die was a symbol for closing the chapter of childhood. That's good. That's actually a good point because she's kind of like an imaginary person if you think about it.
This is fair. Oh no, that's actually really good. But the one thing that I caught is when Mike was talking to Hopper at the end during the kind of epilogue scene in front of the statue. He was like, we wanted to go somewhere where there would be 3 waterfalls, right?
Yep.
And at the end, they show her approach this place with 2 waterfalls. Now, I think people have this theory that she's dead and Mike is using this to cope. Now, I think if he was really coping with it, we would have seen a place with 3 waterfalls as opposed to 2. And that's why I think she's alive.
Good point.
Yeah, so I was like, because I was expecting to see 3 waterfalls when she was kind of coming over that ridge. But when we saw 2, I didn't think much of it initially. And then when I started hearing people's theories like, oh, well, he's just using it as a coping mechanism.
Well, he even said that. Well, that was implied in the show.
Yeah, so I just thought, I think that's one of the reasons I think she's alive, too, is because I think if he was really coping and really missed her, we would have seen her in a place with 3 waterfalls because that's where he'd want to be with her, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, again, it's the whole thing is left up to interpretation from whoever. Like, if you choose to believe she's alive, then that's on you. If you choose to believe she's dead, then that's on you, too.
Now, I am hearing... I feel like I have to see this play at some point in time. Where I would see it, I have no idea.
Well, New Rockstars, they did a breakdown of the play. Well, actually, both, because there's the New York version is a little different than the London version.
Okay.
So they did. If you want to look it up, they did a whole breakdown of it, and I watched it before I watched the finale. So I was kind of filled in on some of the stuff and like where stuff came from. Now, I guess people were complaining like, oh, I don't have access to get to there, blah, blah, blah. Whatever was needed, they even said this, whatever was needed from the play was added into the show.
Yeah.
So you're not like losing out on anything. It's just like kind of like filler and background story more than anything. Because it's before all this stuff happened.
Yeah, and
this is the stuff that happened to Henry.
Yeah, and if I had one complaint about it, I would say there was I wish we got to see maybe a little more of that in particular, but overall
no, the play goes over it.
I understand the play goes over it, but as somebody who hasn't seen the play and just is, watching the show,
did you not hear what I just said?
I understand that. I understand that, but again, there's just little things that I wanted to see. It's like, okay, I want to know more about the guy in the briefcase, and then more about where the stone came from, and what else, and then the scene in the, I guess in the school, to a degree, just kind of like that time period. I just want to see what goes on in that time period per se.
Just watch the new Rockstar breakdown of the play.
and that's really it. Other than that, I really have no like gripes about the finale. I thought it ended the way it should have ended.
Yeah, I agree.
I couldn't have seen it really ending in some bloody massacre, to be honest with you. Like,
no, they fucking fucked with us for a second when Hopper shot the fucking tank.
No, I knew immediately it was.
I didn't necessarily know immediate. It was still a shock.
Yeah, so I thought when he initially shot, he shot one of those explosive canisters, and that's what was leaking on the ground, and he was like going to blow up in there or some shit like that.
No, that was him in the fucking in his mind. Because remember, every time you're in someone's mind, there's a little layer of water on the floor, on the ground.
Yeah, and so that's what I initially thought. But when
Jesus Christ, fucking holy paragraph.
Oh yeah, we've got the the Webster's Encyclopedia. What is
Russ Duffer said 11's death or disappearance was integral to the story ending. Yeah, I've heard all that. 11 represents childhood. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's the same thing you just said. The finale, Stranger Things is growing up. Yeah. Oh, that's a quote from him. Yeah, okay. So basically, yeah, it's basically growing up and moving on to the next chapter in your life as a grown-up.
I hear they're going to be doing a spin-off series. I don't know the legitimacy of that.
Yes, they're doing a spin-off, and there's an animated
I did see that as well.
Show coming out. It's supposed to be between season 2 and season 3. So you're going to have to end up fucking watching 1 and 2 again, and then the series, the animated series, and then 3. So
well, I mean, it's not necessarily a bad thing.
No, it's not a bad thing. I'm just saying, like, that's what's going to have to happen.
Well, but that makes me excited, though, because we are going to get more Stranger Things, and I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Nope. And if I had to rate the overall season as a whole, I'd probably give it an 8 or a 9, dude. Like I thought the overall season was solid, dude.
Yeah, I think they did well. No, I think it was I don't think it was season 4. Maybe it was season 3. There was a season in there that I was like, "What the fuck is this?" I don't really I think they're losing their way. I think it might have been 4. I don't know.
Well, I think 4 is my favorite.
I have to go back and watch it again. I don't know. I feel like maybe I was just in a different mind space at the time when I watched it, and I was like, "Oh, they lost it." And again, being a fan of it from the beginning, like there was times when I was like, I think they're kind of losing their way, but the way they summed it up was probably the best way they could have.
Well, from my understanding, I think the show was only written to have 1 or 2 seasons initially.
Yeah, well, they only had 1 or 2 seasons. I think they weren't sure that they were going to get past season 1.
Yeah, so like they've been able to kind of expand on the. I don't want to say on the fly. Obviously, they've had time to think this stuff out
on the fly.
Yeah, and write these things out. So maybe some of what you're thinking in terms of, hey, maybe these guys are losing their way. Maybe they were just kind of.
Yeah, but that's why I kind of understood it. Wait, you're hyped for the Boys season 5? Yeah, I'm ready. That's the last season for that too. The Boys is coming. You haven't even watched any of it, have you?
I've seen like the first 3 episodes.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Be missing good TV.
Well, I will say, no, I'm not going to say anything. Now that I say that, I'm just not going to say anything at all. In that respect.
Okay, dude. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever, dude. Hooray! So I saw something that I don't know. We can talk about it, but I just thought it was like, well, I guess it would make some content to a degree. Let me do this.
To a degree.
To a degree. Well, no, and this is so. I saw this posted on World Star Hip Hop yesterday.
Oh my God! Don't get me started on them.
Yeah, they've become like a political page. It's fucking
because they're not owned by hip hop people.
But
it's a lot of propaganda.
So, former child YouTube star Piper Raquel breaks OnlyFans record with 1 million in under an hour. Joined after turning 18. And I don't know who this chick is, but she's apparently some popular YouTube star to some degree. Mm-hmm. And it's I wanted to talk about it because I just thought it was like, because of the amount of money she made in such a short span of time after turning 18, it's just like, man, there's a lot of like weird people in the world, because I don't think she's doing anything like full nude to, I don't know this, but
I was going to say, subscribe and find out for us.
I'm not going to
do your journalistic duty and report back.
Let's see if these titties are real.
Oh my God, I didn't say all that.
Yeah.
Do your journalistic duty and check back with us a couple weeks.
I don't think I'm going to do that. Maybe I'll find different avenues of obtaining information.
I know what you're saying. Yes, there are some weirdos. And I will say this: this is not the first time that it's happened. What's her name? The chick, the Catch Me Outside girl. When she turned 18, she went on OnlyFans.
Yeah,
Same thing. She made like $3 million in the first day also. So,
and then there was like some Disney star, and that's another reason I brought it up, is because I feel like we've been seeing, like, I want to call it cases, but yeah, cases of this more recently, and it's just like, man, I mean, it's just wild to me.
I don't know what you're gonna do about it. Like, I don't want to say that you can do anything, but I don't know how to explain it. It's like, you know how many people are on, how many chicks are on OnlyFans, and how much money these chicks are making.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, this chick just made.
If she already had a following, it's easy. It's gonna but it's just motherfuckers have been waiting. Oh shit, motherfuckers have been waiting for the time for this.
Yeah, it's just like, it's just weirdo shit to me.
Yes, all I'm saying is it's not gonna get any better. Just because there's so much money to be had. Like, there's probably people that you see every day that probably have.
Oh yeah, no, I believe it. I 100% believe it.
I just don't see myself seeing. I don't see me wanting to see somebody that badly to where I have to pay a monthly subscription for it.
Yes, exactly. It's wild, dude.
It's just the whole phenomenon is kind of grow. And then the other thing, like especially with streaming, and I think it might be calming down a bit. I think, but this is just me observing. But there's a lot of people just doing shit. Like, what's the old saying? Like, and then just to say this is an old saying is fucking weird. Like, doing it for the gram.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what a lot of this shit is doing. And I think I don't know. But I think people are starting to get fed up with, like, why are you doing silly shit just for fucking likes? Like, you're putting yourself and other people in danger.
Yeah.
In a lot of these cases. But I don't know. It's just the nature of the world we live in.
Yeah, it's just wild to me. And if she was like some random, like, 30-year-old person that I don't think I would care as much, but it's just like, yeah, this chick just turned 18 and she just made $2 million. Like, more money than we've ever seen in our lives. You know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck, dude?
Again, bro, it's
shame on all of you. Bring back shame.
It has, like I said, that's not the first. When I saw it, I saw the same thing. I was like, oh, this is the same thing as the, what's her name? Bad Baddie or whatever?
Bad Barbie. I think I thought it was Barbie for some reason.
I don't fucking know. Catch Me Outside, girl. Whatever her shit.
That?
It happened with her when she did the same thing. I think somebody else it happened with. Yeah, you just said
it was like a Disney star. I don't know her name, and
I don't know. I don't know. I don't pay attention.
But those are 3 examples, like in, I would say within a year or so that have occurred, and I just
not a year. The bad fucking Catch Me Outside girl was a few years ago.
Oh, then still,
I just remember people posting about the same thing, and she was posting like how much she was making that off of just like I think messages.
That shit's crazy, dude.
Yeah, who cares? You're 18, you can make your money.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, I'm not kind of mad.
No, I'm not mad at it. I think I'm more like perturbed
The
at the
only
amount
reason
of
I'm
people
mad,
that give to it.
The only reason again, they're fucking weirdos. Like, there's weirdos everywhere. I'm mad that I can't fucking create one and fucking make $1 million. I'd be happy to make $1 million in 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Off of fucking feet pics? Nigga, what?
Yeah.
I'd do that shit all day.
Become rich off your feet.
Mm-hmm.
Man. Sounds like a good bit.
What?
I don't know. It sounds like a comedy bit you can come up with.
I don't want to. OnlyFans is done and done. Everybody does an OnlyFans bit. I'm good.
Oh, well.
It's hacky.
Okay. I don't know the quota or the realm and aura of.
It's hack shit. Pretty much anything that's low-hanging fruit is what a lot of people are going to go for. I'm trying to find the buried treasure.
Well, I didn't necessarily.
No, OnlyFans, that's clearly it. Especially that. Like, what you just brought up, like, somebody's going to do a joke about that.
Well, no, I meant so more of you just selling pictures of your feet. More so emphasizing on the feet, not so much OnlyFans. You could use it like, you could be like, yeah.
But that's the same thing. I was like, oh, I'm taking pictures of my feet. Where else am I put it? Everybody's going to assume that I'm going to be putting it on OnlyFans.
Nah, just say put it on fucking Facebook or some shit. I don't know.
I'm good. I'm not making no money on Facebook.
I don't know.
I know. You don't know how anything works. I get
Oh, my God. I know how everything works.
Oh,
It's like a rotational cog, a gear that keeps spinning slowly.
the fuck is this guy talking about?
Sorry. I lost the feeling in my foot momentarily. My apologies. Continue.
What's going on with this? I come in. You trying to tell me you gaslit me on the way in here?
I didn't gaslight, dude. I am 100% positive.
You're fucking wrong.
I'm not wrong.
I said on the way out.
How am I wrong?
Because you said, I thought it was last week. And then I said on the way out of the house last week, we have to do 2 shows next week because I leave this coming week.
And then you said as well, you were like, I don't know yet. I'll let you know. I was like, okay.
No, that was the week before.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, you are. You're mixing.
Not mixing anything up.
You're definitely mixing. Because I did say that the week.
I live here.
Listen, the week before I said something similar to that.
I don't think you did.
Yes, I did.
I don't think you
Oh,
did.
my God, bro.
I'm just telling you. I'm telling you. I know. I wouldn't think this.
And then you had the nerve to tell me that I was fucking drunk.
You were
What
drunk.
the fuck is happening? I keep fucking up.
like,
you were drunk last week. Like, no, the fuck I wasn't. I had a fucking beer. I wasn't fucking barely buzzing.
buzz driving is drunk driving.
Shut the fuck up.
You don't like the radio ad, Jared?
It's not a radio ad. It's stupid.
It is.
Because you want to act like you're this fucking saint all of a sudden.
I'm not a saint. I'm not. I smoke reefer. I scratch my ass. I'm not a saint.
So saints don't scratch their asses?
I wouldn't think they do.
See, I don't know what kind of delusional world you think you live in.
Well, I don't.
So you telling me the Pope don't scratch his ass?
He probably has somebody scratch his ass for him.
No, he doesn't.
You don't know that.
That's not the Christian way. Well, although there's a lot of not Christian ways going on these days.
But what I was well, you got the monks walking for peace. That's pretty cool.
I keep hearing about these monks. Like I have not seen that anywhere except like people just posting randomly about monks.
So these monks started, and I only learned this week too. So this is not something that I had like prior knowledge of until like a few days ago. But these guys started, I believe, in Texas, somewhere in Texas, and they are walking all the way here to D.C. to the Capitol to promote peace, and they're stopping along the way, and there's people that are helping them, and towns and communities are feeding them and rubbing their feet and all this other stuff. Yeah, it's like a whole thing, dude. It's pretty.
Yeah. They don't report that stuff on the news.
And then, I had that thought as well, and I was like, how long have they been walking? She was like, a good several weeks, a month, or just some crazy.
Yeah, I just heard about this, just randomly pieces of information about it, and I was like, what the fuck do they keep talking? Because it didn't come up in any of my feeds except for people that I know posting about it, which is really strange.
Yeah, it's like the weirdest shit. I haven't seen anything.
But
on
I
the news
see
about
every fucking thing else.
It's like it's
I
weird.
want to talk about what happened early this morning.
I mean, I don't care.
I know you don't care, but it's a thing. It's a thing.
Yeah,
it's kind of crazy. Kind of like, why? What? And then we're gonna charge him with our laws. Like, I did see something funny that I thought about this too before I saw it. If anybody doesn't know, we're talking about the Venezuela thing. I had the same thought. I was like, what happens if ICE fucks up and deports him back to Venezuela?
Yeah, just send him back where he came from. Yeah, it's like
well, that's probably what's gonna happen anyway. Christy Noem's dumbass. Oh, he's a thug and he needs to get out of this country. So now we're importing these motherfuckers? Like,
I haven't watched anything on this.
What do you mean? It's everywhere.
I know, but I was playing Battlefield earlier.
Bro, it was on before you were playing Battlefield. You gotta remember, I'm on Twitch a lot.
Well, yeah, I understand that, but at the same, I saw what was happening like on my phone. Like I was reading, I was like, oh shit, but I didn't like further like assess it because I was playing Battlefield. I was working on my revives.
You were doing what they were doing last night.
Pretty much, dude. I mean, dude, the game is a lot of fun. Just blowing people away in King of the Hill. Dude, I ran into a guy that was like a level 450, and I was like, dear God, you want to talk about touching grass, dude? Good Lord. That's a lot of levels in that game. I can assure you that. No, but yeah, I mean, I'll look more into it later while I'm doing my OnlyFans journalism.
Only thing to know is we bombed them, stole or kidnapped their president and his wife, and they're bringing them back to the States. And we're going to be running the country.
Yeah, I saw that part, and then I got legit like laughed out loud.
I was like, what? We're doing what?
He's like, we got him right now. I got it here. Don't worry, guys. I'm new here. I'm new. Give me a break. It's my first day. Shit is. You know what we really need?
What? Cleansing?
No. Well, possibly, but I want to get two people who have completely different political views, and I want to get them on this show. I just want to see what happens.
I don't want to talk about none of that shit.
No, but me and you could be like the moderators, dude. We could like be the mad scientist moderators.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know. That just like popped in my brain.
I don't know why you would want to do that.
I don't know. I just feel like it would maybe bring healthy discussion or something, or deadly violence.
The way it is now, let's see.
Which I would not obviously allow to happen. I would not even
don't say weird stuff like that.
No, not at all. And people that do shit like that, Get a grip on like reality, dude. Please.
It's I don't know. I there's definitely people I don't really talk to anymore because of some of the shit they post on social media. And then sometimes it'll get to the point where it's like every day the same shit. I'm like, all right, I have to unfollow you now. not block you, and I just don't want to see your content.
Yeah, don't want to dabble in that.
Yeah, because then it just pisses me off, and it's like, nope.
Well, yeah, there's just too much of it everywhere. There is. It's just BS. It's a new year. We're gonna have a good 2026. Gonna unlock this achievement in Battlefield. Oh yeah,
here we go.
Oh yeah,
same old goals, different RJ.
I like that. I like that. Same old goals, different RJ. But what I was going to say is I do have something that I'm going to be streaming once I'm done with Battlefield that is a pain in the fucking ass. All right. So about a year and a half ago, a game came out. It's called Hellblade 2. I think we've talked about it on this show when it launched. It's a sequel to a game.
Still hasn't played Ghost of Yote or Ghost of Tsushima, I mean.
In August of this year, the developers of this game decided to put out an update. Now, not only...
DLC.
Yeah, well, unneeded DLC. Okay. Well, first of all, the update was for performance to, I guess, utilize the Xbox Series X hardware to even more of its capabilities. And then they added this new mode to it. It is called Dark Rot. And do you know what it is, Jared? It is a permadeath mode. And for those who don't know what a permadeath mode is, it is a mode in a game, within a game, that where you basically have to play the entirety of the game without dying. Okay? So lo and behold.
Or just it means permanent death. If you die, that's the end of your character.
Yes, that is the end of your
run.
run.
Much more simple way of putting it. Because they have that in RP. They have people can art permadeath.
And oh my God. Not only do I only have 4, you have 4 lives, quote unquote. It is on some uber difficulty. And it is hard as shit. It took me an hour and a half the other night to kill the first 6 enemies without dying. Yes, the first 6. I'm on chapter 2 of it right now, and it is hard as fucking balls.
Great.
So I'm just going to let everybody know, if you're on my stream, Londa, I was waiting for you today. I thought you were watching me. I was in my chat. I was chatting it up with myself because that's what I like to do.
He was in my chat the other night. I was streaming. I don't know if he could hear me, though, because when I went to the VOD, I couldn't hear my voice. So I don't know. I got to get a capture card because I need to run everything through my computer because fucking PlayStation site. The fucking mic kept disconnecting and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is going on with this shit? So I need to run everything through OBS so I can do that. And probably I'm going to try to get back on some RP. I like rehooked up my character or like made sure my character was good to go on Prodigy. So I'm probably going to do a little role play this year also. But yeah, I was on Ghost of Yote the other night for about 2.5 hours.
How far along in the game do you think you are?
I'm not that far.
Not far? Okay.
It's fucking hard. Like some of these bosses, and then like I'm not used to like. There's these other new modes where like, you know, like when you're playing like these games where you're fighting people and it'll glow.
Yeah.
Like, and then there's a new glow. If their shit's yellow, then they're fucking. They can, if they hit you, it's gonna knock your weapon out of your hand. So now, not only do I gotta fucking worry about somebody knocking my weapon, and then I gotta go run and get it. I gotta worry about dodging their shit, and some of these motherfuckers, they're way harder than they were in the last one. Are
you able to parry these attacks as a counter?
Yeah, you can do all that, but sometimes when you're fighting one person, you're not always able to get off of that person and then go to the person who's coming at you because you're in the middle of a move. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So it sounds like you're really enjoying this.
Ish.
I am very.
I might have to put my difficulty down a little bit.
That's okay. Sometimes, Well, I will tell you this. Playing this Hellblade 2 on this uber difficulty that I'm playing it on, it makes me feel 37. And
that's the other thing. Like I'm not really having
does.
fun. I'm not having fun playing the way on this difficulty level. Like I want to have fun. I don't want to be. I'm not trying to be there. Like I'm not trying to win anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to fucking play the game.
Now, I will say this. I don't mind doing things that are difficult because I have definitely done them before. However, something like this is something I typically don't do. And so therefore, I am kind of learning the combat patterns of the enemies to where the good part about this game, though, is that it's a lot of it's a big walking simulator, too. So I'm not always in combat. Now, if I can get through what I've been reading up some strategies and things, just to try to help my cause, there's a big fight in Chapter 2 that's hard, and then there's a big fight in Chapter 5 that's hard. And if you can get past those two, you're basically golden. So it is just a lot of trial and error. But man, does it make me feel kind of my age as a gamer. It's like, oh, fuck, this is like legit hard. This is difficult. This is not, oh, I can get through this in a couple tries. It's like, no, I got to focus, buckle down, and I got to get through these guys without getting hit.
Yeah, that's not fun.
It's, if anything, I know once I am done with it, it's going to be a very rewarding feeling, and then I am permanently deleting that game off of my Xbox. May it rot in hell.
You sound like you're torturing yourself for no reason.
No, it's my completion ratio is just too important at this point. It's right there, Jared. It's at 99%.
All right, I don't care that much.
I do.
I know you do, but I don't think anybody else does.
Well, that's why I met like-minded people the other night getting my last achievement in Call of Duty on TrueAchievements.com. I met some people that achievement hunt like me, and then I met some people that I'm like, oh my god, these people have problems. They were very nice, and then I saw their like 5 million gamer score.
Oh no, you guys have a similar mental illness.
It's not an illness.
Oh, it is.
It's we like to have. It's fun.
Okay.
It's fun. I have fun doing that. And I'm going to continue to have fun doing that tonight in Battlefield while I level that up. Okay. Work on those revives.
That sounds great.
It is. It's awesome.
All right. I guess we can get out of here.
It is my indubious honor. Sarah
Indubious is not a word.
Undoubtedly dubious. Fierce.
It's dubious.
It is my dubious.
Hold on, let's look this up.
Let's look this up. Because Jared thinks he's right all the time, and he's right about this, then it's...
I'm not right all the time, but I'm right a lot.
Oh, he says he's right 85% of the time.
Yeah, that's about it.
I would say it's like 60-40. Dubious. I could swear indubiously is word.
Let me see. I don't know, but I don't know.
Indubious, yes.
No, not indubious.
I do say indubious.
No, I just heard eh.
Anyway, it is my indubious honor, like it is every week, to remind you guys you can catch us anywhere you get your podcasts. That is Apple Music, Spotify, all that good stuff. Every Monday at 9 a.m. sharp for the visual on YouTube. And every Saturday around 6:30 p.m.-ish here on the Purple and Green. All right? Yeah. I like that. And we will see you guys next week.
He's a weirdo.
I'm not.
Yeah,
an hour? What am I supposed to do with a mad scientist for an hour?
Tamper in God's domain.
Peace. Check out my Instagram, Jared Lee Comedy. Thanks.
Hit you so hard you won't see nothing. Ever, 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 ever.
Audio skulls all day.
The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab.
You can't have an opinion on something that you haven't even tried.
Exactly.
The mad scientist.